I want to know how many of you are new to 3G. So if you are new to 3G, please put it in the chat box as I'm new or else new. Yeah, I think everyone is already in the member of 3G. So I just want to confirm that everyone have registered as a participant for Tamil Nadu's conference. Do everyone registered as participant for Tamil Nadu conference? Please put it in the chat box as yes. If no means you can put in chat box as no. Yes, Sonia is yes, she has registered, and Rabia, yeah, you were also registered. Others, if you are registered for Tamil Nadu's conference as participant, please put it in the chat box as yes. Or if you're not yet registered, please put it in the chat box as no. I will be sending the link for registrations. And Vamsi, you can take care of the admitting portion, so people who are coming in can admit them. Yeah. Yes, I think we will start. We can start our session. Yes. So without any delay, I can start my session. Let me introduce myself. I'm MC Rehan from Chennai Event Emcees and Trainers and Professionals, and I'm also currently coordinating with the 3G Institute of Research and Policy Studies. I'm one of the state leader for Tamil Nadu's largest career guidance digital conference. And here we have our today's speaker. Today's topic is English for you, and today's speaker is Satya. Sir, I just want to introduce him like an elective few people in history have triggered tremendous events from their fine fluttering wings, ameliorating the conditions of specially abled children everywhere. Mr. Satya is a man on a lofty, noble mission to put more smiles on these angelic faces. Grappling with dullness in childhood years, he grew up with a secret calling to benevolently help the often overlooked facets of society. And Satya's education, Satya has a bachelor degree in psychology from the Alagappa University, Karaikudi in Tamil Nadu, and a distance education in a distinction in a special education from a Holy Cross College, Tiruchirappalli, that is also from Tamil Nadu. His proficiency and prowess in his respective field, accompanied with expertise in English also, and is an adornment for his benevolent and humble personality. His vast and multifarious skill set which includes its education or leadership qualifications, or his public speaking skills, his business communications and strategic thinking, will give us more information. So over to Satya sir. Without any delay, you can start your sessions. Let the participants be come in. You can start your sessions. Over to you, sir.
Yeah, thank you very much, Rehan, for a very a grand introduction. Thank you so much to you. And good evening, all the participants. I feel so excited to have you all to have the connection in this special evening. For the next 20 to 30 minutes, I'm going to share my experience of learning English. And it is actually my second session. And in the first session, I have shared some of the basic things about learning English, like what are the different difficulties learners may face in the beginning, and what kind of a mentality they have, and which stops them to take action and learning English. And so in this session today, I'm going to share a lot of simple techniques which will help help you to improve your improve your listening skills. Sorry, learning English skills, basic communication skills. And I'm going to share my screen now.
Satya sir, you are muted. Satya sir, actually you are muted. You can unmute yourself.
Rehan, when did that mute? I was muted. I
Yeah,
didn't.
just now, just now, just now, sir.
Just now. Okay. Thank you very much. Which means I was speaking to everybody that the first part, right?
Yes, yes, yes. That
All
we
right.
can able to hear.
Yeah. Thank you very much. And yeah, I have a small request to everybody that I have a technical issue in my computer that when the power fluctuates, my computer restarts automatically. So if that happens now during the session today, I would be disjoined from the session and I would be joining back in 2 to 3 minutes. I request all of you to wait for me and I will be back. So with that understanding, we will go and then I will give you a short brief of what I had shared with everybody in my previous session, and then I will take you all to the next session. So is there anybody who attended my previous session is attending the class today? If says, say I in the chat box. Say I or me. If you type I or me, that means that you attended my previous session. All right. So 2, 3. All right. So 3 people have attended. Okay. Wonderful. So thank you so much. And for these people, so many are so many participants are new today. So I'm just going to take them on through the first few slides little quickly, giving them brief about what we had in the previous session, and then we all go to see what are the techniques, simple methods which will help you all to improve your English, take you to the next level. Right? Thank you. And yes, I would like to start my session with this quote. Yes, learning in another language, it's definitely opens up new areas, a new perspective in your life for your entire life. So it is very, very important. How many of you think, especially learning English is very important? If you agree with that, please type yes, I agree, or you say agree. Okay, one person, Mr. Aravind says agree. Okay, many people. Good. Thank you so much. And I would like to share this, my feeling when anybody type in the response. It is very good for me to feel the connection, and I feel that I am doing the session. I'm interacting with people. So I request everybody to give your response whenever I request you to give response to some simple questions. Thank you so much. And with that, we go to the next thing. And these are the mind or the attitude or the mind blockers I call. And so let me just go through it very quickly. There are people who says, I am afraid of doing mistakes or others make fun out of me. So this is very prevalent everywhere. Anybody who is not taking action, who is not learning English, uh, having this thought, the mind blocker with them. And the second one is when other speak, I can understand, but I am not able to speak or communicate. So this set of people, I told, I would say that they have great interest in learning, but they are not taking enough steps. So they have to start taking action to learning, to learn English. All right. And then nobody at my home, neighborhood, and peers talk in English. It is very true. So in most of our situation, nobody around us talk in English. So we should know how to overcome this. We should find out some way, uh, for this problem. And next one, I know these things. All right. Many people are, having this mindset that I know, things very well, but when it comes to, communicating, when it comes to the literally communicating, speaking or writing, I'm really afraid. you know this is, set of people who have that belief that they know it, but they are not doing it really. And I am better than my peers. All right, this is another stopping mindset, that people compare their English skills only with the immediate peers. So what happens when they feel um, they are equal or little higher than the peers, then they feel that they need not to learn anything more, and they need not to do any practice to improve their English, which is not true. They should not just compare with the immediate peers. They should have, something to do. So which I will share with you immediately in the next few in the session. All right, and next one, I am always poor in English grammar. So there are people who are very scared about English grammar, but they, so whenever they come to my class or whenever they come to talk to me about learning English, they would be asking me many questions about English grammar. So, but when I explain, it is very difficult, very complex for them to understand. So why it is? Why that simple English grammar concept are not easy for many people to learn? So all these things that I am going to, if you are, facing any one of these mind blockers, I would tell you the way how you can improve, what you can do to make yourself better in your English skills. All right, so going to the next slide. All right, so in communication, what is most important is meaning. So when we are able to communicate, and that is the critical usage of, or the importance of using a language. And of course, all other things are very important. All other things are make the meaning more clear and more precise, and make us more effective communicators. But we have to focus more on meaning. But many people are giving importance to all other aspects, but forgetting to give importance to meaning. All right. So, what is more important is meaning. All right. So, when we have to learn more knowledge, we should have accessibility to the knowledge. So, it may be in the form of book or some internet source or a teacher, somebody. Like when we have accessibility, then we have greater chance to gather a lot of knowledge. So what it comes, when it comes to skill, what one need to do is practice. When we do to develop our skills, we have to do a lot of practice. So practice is the key. Language is a skill, so it's not a knowledge. It's not gathering information. It's not collecting ideas, but it is a skill, so it requires a literal practice. So I'm going to share many simple practice methods which anyone can use it to improve their communication skills. And I'm going next. All right. So, yeah, in this slide, I would like to emphasize again 20% of your performance is determined by the 80% of your explicit practice, right? I am very specifically want everyone to understand the explicit practice. Because when you want to speak fluently, when you want to pronounce words clearly, when you want to write, all the communication or the language, the English skills required explicit practice. What do I mean? If you would like to speak well, then you have to take, you have to really speak out and then practice. If you want to write, you have to sit and write and check what are the errors and correct it. So if you are only thinking, only you cannot do the practice, implicitly inside in your mind. Many people, make the attempt to make the practices inside, not outside. So that doesn't give a very good result. So if one wants to get a very good result, improve in communication skills, definitely they must do explicit practice. All right. And another most important thing, maybe this is the first practice I want to tell is do lot of mistakes. All right. So, and then do it out, do it explicitly, right? Never do mistakes only inside. And you do mistakes only inside, and then many people, they don't know whether when they are practicing inside, they are they themselves evaluated, and they don't have enough knowledge or skill to evaluate themselves, and then they think they will make mistakes. It is not true. And in fact, only when you come out, when you do whatever you already know, you do it and then see your work literally, and then see, for example, you talk to your friend or somebody in English, and then you check the response. What do they do, whether you are able to communicate, whether they understand you or not. And that's where you can understand what way you can change, what way you can improve your English, where you need more practice. So doing mistakes is very, very important in language learning. Of course, in any learning, but in language learning, most people are not doing their, doing explicit practice. It's because they are afraid of doing mistakes. But when mistakes will enable you to, improve yourself. So it enable the brain to learn the language. It really important, it really useful. So I have come out with this idea called the learning funnel, and it's that you do a lot of mistakes, and as you gather knowledge, as you read books, as you contact, as you um, get reference from your teachers, identify few mistakes. Even one mistakes you identify is very good, and then correct that one mistake for sure. So when you correct that mistake, you will not do that mistake ever, so that you can really construct your learning, construct your skill, and then you can improve very well. And so that is important. And this is also I would like to mention here. I see there are bold people who says that I don't worry about what people think about my English, and then they go out to talk, and then with a lot of mistakes. They never mind, they never consent on identifying the mistakes and then correct it, and then over years they would be keep doing the same mistakes, which is not really nice. So I would recommend doing mistakes is it's a part of the process, but to grow, to learn, to go to the next level, to improve the skill, we need to identify the mistakes specifically and correct them one by one, which is very important. All right. So the language learning has naturally an order. So as you think any child learns the mother language, say first they listen a lot, and then they start make noises, and the noises will help them to make to say few simple words, and then they combine the words to speak. And once they speak, once they are able to verbally communicate, they start to look at the pictures and then start learning reading, and then go to the complex or the higher level language skill is called writing. So listening, speaking, reading, and writing. This is the natural order of learning a language. But as an adult, when we are learning a foreign language and another language, we are not we will not be following this natural order. In fact, many people miss the fundamental or basic part of learning English. So most people, they don't spend time or they don't practice listening and speaking, but they straight away go to the higher level skills and then find very difficult to master it. So as an adult learner, um, the we have the privilege. We What we can do is we can practice all the four at once. I mean, in a day, at least 5 to 10 minutes we should spend exclusively for listening practice, and sometime for speaking, sometime for reading, and sometime for writing. So when we are balance learning all the four areas in a balanced way, we can see our improvement faster. All right, so what I call this is balanced learning. All right, so give me one moment. Okay, all right. So the another great technique, which is think in English. This technique is very useful if you would like to speak fluently, and it is a very scientific method that um, how many of you know how many thoughts an average or a healthy human have in a day? How many thoughts an average healthy human has in a day? Can anybody guess? It's just a guess. You can give any answer. I don't want you to give me right answer. 1000 plus. Okay. I like your idea of plus. Thank you. And some more responses. Okay, 50,000. Uncountable. Then you will be mad. All right. 150. Only 150 for the whole day. Okay, what is this? Okay, 1 lakh. All right. Right, wonderful. So I remember I have read or I heard from some expert who, that the average human being have thought, about 50 to 70,000 thoughts in a day. Right. So when we are able to make these 50 to 70,000 thoughts in English, then it would be very easy for us to speak fluently. All right, so what many people do when they are not practicing the thinking in English, it happens to them, and they would experience this, that they know all the words, all the vocabulary, all that grammar to communicate with, to respond in the particular situation, but in the situation spontaneously it would not be able to possible. So all what all is happening in their mind is the construction of the sentence. Only there, only at the moment they need to respond, they would be spending time in constructing the sentences, what should come here and there. All right, so because of this reason, at that, they would not be able to spontaneously respond and giving answer to the other person who is in front of him, talking to him. All right, so when this is happening, which means you need to definitely practice this method, think in English. So how will you do? Whatever you see, you think in make your thoughts in English. Like when you go out, you see that I am seeing trees. It seems that it's going to rain today, the clouds are dark, something. Whatever you do, whatever the way you simply can think, whatever the words come in English, you deliberately bring it to a practice. Make your thoughts in English. So over a period of time, you will see you will improve your fluency. So though you are grammatically doing mistakes, but still you will not find very difficulty in making the sentences. You will not be find difficulty in spontaneously respond in a particular situation. All right. So think in English is a very good method. I did it, and all these methods here I'm sharing. I tested out. I am giving these practices to my students, and so I'm very confident, very authentic to share with you all. Right. And so I like all of you to consider these methods are really useful and practice and take the benefits. And the one of the mind blockers we have is that we only compare our English skills with our immediate peers. So here you have to change, instead of comparing our with comparing you with your peers, you have to compare with someone who is really good in English skills, right? So my recent role model is Dr. Soumya Swaminathan, Chief Scientist of World Health Organization, and I have watched her interviews in in YouTube and Facebook and different other channels, and I just amazed about the way she talks. The she conveys whatever the ideas that she wants to convey in a very clear and precise way. So that is that makes me to really feel great about her. And so now every time I feel I want to become like her. So I have a role model who is very good in that, so that I want to improve, right? If I just compare with my immediate peers who may be little above than me, or equal to me, or sometimes less than to me, then I feel okay, then I will not be taking any effort to improve my English. All right. So have a very good role model for yourself. That is the point. And yes, and how many of you know these IELTS, English competitive English testing exams, and Cambridge assessment for English? If you know these exams, type in the chat box. Yes, yes, I know. I very nice. I know, wonderful. Yes, I know. Yes, yes, yes. Thank you so much for all your responses. Yes, we should be setting goals to, pursue these, clear these exams. These exams not only test or not only evaluate our basic fundamental English skills, like how flawless we are, how accurate and precise we are in for verbal and written communication. It also evaluates how much we can, we are good in the thinking skills. I have completed one of the basic Cambridge assessment English test, and I have attended some of the demo classes of IETS course. So what I have understood from those courses is that it's not just the language skills. The language skills are very related with thinking skills. So in language tests like IELTS and Cambridge assessment, they give you a different situation, in the form of passage, or they make you to listen, or they will make you to talk in a group, and where for example, if they give you a comprehension test, they give you a passage about some about sports, about science, about any general topic. So, and then they ask you questions to get answer from the passage, which requires thinking skills. So, which requires a good information processing skills. So, and I if I ask you this question, if you are clear this IELTS exam and Cambridge Assessment English, will the chances be more for you to get placed, or get placed in a very good company for higher salary? If you think yes, then please type yes in the chat box. If language testing gives you more credibility, more what more will make you stand out in the employment seeking crowd, and you will have better chances to secure a very good job with high remuneration. Yes, it's definitely yes. So I like you to everyone to think about or setting goal to clear the language testing um, exams, right? But there, I know what I know about these two exams, the IELTS and Cambridge. And I prefer Cambridge because Cambridge gives you a lifetime certificate, and the um, examinations fees are also less compared to IELTS. But when you're really want to do this, please do a research and then decide which one is good for you. So ultimately, my point here is that doing English language testing like IELTS or Cambridge is it is a very good goal to have. All right. Next one technique is inclusive buddy group. So form a group for yourself. This is because to um, say that people around me, my parent, my immediate relatives and neighborhoods are not very good in English. They don't speak in English. They don't communicate in English. Then to overcome that, you make a buddy group and make a group of friends, and then have some time every day, or schedule your a meeting twice a week, or whatever the convenient way you can do it, and then specifically spend time for each one of you in the group to improve your English skills. And a diverse group, you can even join small children in your group, and various different people in the group, so that your learning will be very interesting, it will be fun, and will be more collaborative. And this is collaborative learning skills is one of the very important skills that we need to develop. All right. And here I would like to talk about MOOC. Who knows the expansion of MOOC? So please type the expansion of MOOC if you know in the chat box. All right. I'm waiting for your responses. I would like you to type in what is the expansion of MOOC. All right. Very nice. All right. If you don't know, you can type no or I don't know. All right. Okay. 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 Wonderful. So thank you. And yeah, MOOC is massive open online courses, and there are many courses available online, and they are free, and they are there. You need not to pay anything, and two very good courses for base beginners and intermediate level learners, or in futurelearn.com. So you can do these courses, which are very useful, very high quality training programs. And is anybody already doing some English course online, any MOOC online to improve your English? If you are doing already, please type yes. I just would like to know how many of you are doing MOOC to improve your English. All right. If you are not doing, you can say no. Yes. All right. So yeah. So you can now go into this website futurelearn.com later and then browse, explore the different English courses and see what are the contents. If you like, if you find that course is very useful for you to your level, then you can definitely join, and they are very, very useful. These courses are giving you practice on all the four major component of the language communication skills, that is listening, speaking, reading, and writing. So they are really very useful. And I am guiding a few students, doing this MOOC on futurelearn.com. So these children find this courses very useful, and they are learning, and then they feel nice. They enjoying learning the course. All right, and I also completed some course, and also like to recommend some courses in LinkedIn Learning. All right. So, how many of you know that LinkedIn is providing many online courses? If you know, you can say yes. How many of you know about LinkedIn Learning? Yes. All right. No, no. Yes. Wonderful. Is anyone already doing some course in LinkedIn Learning? If you are doing any course in LinkedIn Learning, you can say I do. If you are not doing any course, then you say no. All right. Okay. All right, wonderful. So LinkedIn Learning is one of the best learning, video learning courses are there. So few of them I have, you can see it in the screen: Grammar Foundation, English as a Second Language, and these courses are again for no cost. You can go through this, you can take these courses, and they are very highly um, high quality training programs. They are very useful. And I also but LinkedIn has membership, so what you can do is they give you 1 month free membership. So you take that free membership and then do some of the very important courses for you to learn English um, through LinkedIn Learning. All right, but if you are able to pay the fees, you can also take LinkedIn membership. That is very useful. That will be very useful, not only for learning, but for also other business purposes. You can use LinkedIn Premium subscription. All right, and now I am going to share some of the very simple but effective listening practices. And the first one I would like to share is listen for pleasure. And I often spend time every day to listen to some of the videos in English. One I enjoyed a lot is the stand-up comedy by Mr. Gabriel Iglesias, right? So you can just type Gabriel Iglesias stand-up comedy, then you will see a lot of videos of him. You can find his videos. The stand-up comedies are very funny, very enjoyable, and I also enjoyed a lot watching the Good Doctor series, the Good Doctor, Dr. Sean Murphy. If is anybody watching these videos in YouTube? The Good Doctor, Dr. Sean Murphy, and Mr. Gabriel Iglesias. If you watch these people's video, then please type in yes. All right. Oh, okay. Somebody is watching Good Doctor. Very nice. All right. So, when it comes to language learning, so many people only limited with their field. They only read books in English in their field. For example, if an automobile engineer only read books from automobile field, or listen only to automobile related content. So that is not really recommendable, because language learning is not only for an academic purpose. We have to learn language to communicate generally. So it is good to listen the general videos. No, stand-up comedy from Gabriel and Dr. Sean Murphy is my preference. You maybe find so many different videos which you can find it interesting and very entertaining. So choose one or two or couple of them for your which attracts you. All right. Now then you listen for information. All right. So listening to Dr. Michio Kaku is very interesting to me because he talks about various science things, and specifically he talks about how how will be the future. So it is very good when I listened to him, and I read his book Physics of the Future. They are very interesting, very fascinating. So if you would like to read or listen to Michio Kaku, it's really useful. Or if you're related to some specific field, then you can listen to field experts in that particular field. That is, anyway, listening for pleasure and listening for information, both are very important. So you can balance among them, right? You some for some time you spend listening for pleasure, and sometimes you spend listening for information. All right. And this technique, read aloud, is very, very useful for people who are not confident in pronouncing words. Those people who are afraid of others make fun out of me. So if you take read even half a page or one full page every day, reading aloud will help you to gain more confidence and to speak out. So this is a wonderful thing, and this I have done during this pandemic started. During the lockdown period, every day I used to read one or two pages, and in a few days I found a great improvement in the way I speak, the way I pronounce words. So really a wonderful technique, and you can also do this in front of a mirror. That also is an helpful a lot to you. Yeah. So read in front of a mirror. So have the a book and then stand in front of a mirror and then read aloud. This will help you a lot. It will help you to gain a lot of more confidence along with making you um, pronounce well and improve your fluency. Um, improve your fluency. All right. Next one. Okay. And listen and repeat. So in this method, so there are many videos in YouTube. They are meant, you can choose according to your level. And this audio or book read, be kind. It's a book, a small book. I think it is some 6 to 8 minutes video. We practiced. I have given this practice to my students. So what they should do during in this practice is that they have to listen a small part of the video. So they should be ready, the mouse pointer ready on the pause button. So listen a small part and then pause the video and then say it loud. So listen, hold it in the brain, and then pause the video and say it loud. So this is very interesting. Children will really love it, especially when you are doing this in a group. This will be very useful. So that is why in the buddy group you can also join some of your children, or your own children, or you can join some of your neighbor children from your neighborhood. So they also learn, and you also can learn. The learning will be more interesting. All right. So it is very simple, and I don't have much time to give a detailed demonstration. So I would like to move on. Um, all right. So if you have any doubts and if you would like to know more about any of the techniques, please contact me. So I will explain to you in detail. All right. The next method is read and record. You read a small piece, for example, what you see here, the price of flat screen TVs, and stop. And then you turn the book or you close your eyes and then repeat back. The price of flat screen TVs. All right. And then if you are comfortable with these many words, then you can increase the words like the price of the flat screen TVs once more than $10,000. The price of the flat screen TVs once more than $10,000. Right? It's just a practice. This will really help your brain to, construct, your auditory ability, your speaking ability, and many benefits are there in this activity. All right. And how many of you know this book, Essential Grammar and News? If you know or if you already have it, please type yes in the chat box. All right. If you already know this book or you already are using it, so type yes in this book. Not at all. Okay, I have it, but there's many people say I have the book. See, I have access to knowledge, but I'm not using it. But not use. Okay, this is a very wonderful book. All right, I practiced in this book, and I always recommend people to use this grammar book. And they come in different series: basic, intermediate, and advanced level. So please practice. And all these lessons and the exercises are very very simple. And people, I don't know, this is a mindset of people. They don't do simple things. All right, the moment they open the book, if they find things are simple, then they close it. I know this, I don't want to do this. All right, so right, that is not the correct. So even you know it, you go through the lesson and you complete the exercises. After completing, or when you go through the whole lesson, you will understand you are learning something new. You are learning, you are making your learning more, fine. So you learn something very fine, maybe not the big idea, but you will learn the small, the fine, things that is required to improve your skill. So kindly refer to this book, or you may prefer some other book. That is also fine. So I just have used this book, so I know this book is very good. All right. And at present I'm using this Grammarly great writing tool. This is an online tool. Whatever you type in your online screens, like in WhatsApp or in any LinkedIn or Facebook, when you are typing, this online Grammarly tool helps you to identify the mistakes, and then it corrects your mistakes immediately there. So I also observe how it makes the correction. So I'm learning, and also I'm using. So immediately I cannot become very perfect in English. I may make mistakes when I'm writing, when I am typing, but this tool is very useful. So immediately it gives me correction, so I can send a meaningful, a very correct messages in the online media, so where people can understand. At the same time, I watch closely how that Grammarly tool is making the correction, so I'm learning also. So this is very interesting and very very useful tool, which will enable you to immediately start communicating in online medias, especially when it requires writing, typing your ideas. So I like everybody to use this tool, or if you may find some other error correcting tools, that is also fine. So but use it. So they are giving it for free, and the basic version of this tool is free, so definitely everyone can try this. Right, so almost we have come to an end. So I have given you all my contacts here, my LinkedIn, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and YouTube channel. I have not started the YouTube channel yet. I mean, just started the channel, but start not posting the videos. And otherwise, my mobile number, my WhatsApp contact, and my mobile email address are there. if you have any further guidance, or would like to know that the practices in detail, or want to want demo of any of the techniques which I have shared in this, please contact me so that I can help you. And all right, questions, but don't read this part, okay? Hello, please don't read it. Okay. Okay, that is just for. Okay, did anybody read that? Did anybody read the message in the screen? No, no. Yes, sir. Hello. I don't know. Don't read. Why did you read? It's fine. Okay. And just for fun, you can ask any questions to me. And if I don't know to answer your questions right now, maybe I'll do a research and get back to you. So you're always welcome to ask me any questions, especially when it comes to learning English. Yes, and more specifically when it comes to strengthen your basic English. So in my experience, I can help you introducing some tools, some online tools, some online courses, and also can give you share values. I'm always love to do that. Thank you so much. And yeah, and once again, all my contacts there, please make a note of it. And if anybody would like to get the grammar book, I have a soft copy of that book. If you would like to have it, please contact me in my WhatsApp, or any of the social media links, so that I will be sharing that with you. Right. So thank you so much, and it is a great privilege, and it's a great opportunity 3G is giving me. Since I have been associating with 3G, I have been exploring various very special, positive, prospective experiences. And in fact, this is my third online session, and all the three sessions, all the opportunities were given by 3G, and I'm very thankful to 3G and 3G family, Sagit sir, Maharaja sir, and I'm doing my career guidance advanced program. So it's a wonderful learning experience again, and all the participants are we are a lot of activities to do a collaborative learning. So very useful course, and you all know career guidance is going to be. We need a lot of career guidance experts, and to help our own people in our country to get jobs in the future, and as we are approaching the job crisis. So if anybody interested, maybe you can also join the advanced program. And once again, I thank you all the participants for listening to me, and giving me the space to share my experience in learning English. So I hope this session have helped you a lot, and thank you so much. And I can give the session over to Rehan. Rehan, thank you so much, Regan, and you can take over the session. Rehan, are you there?
All right. Thank you very much, Satya sir. Nandhini here. Thank you so much.
All right, thank you. Yeah.
Yeah, that is a wonderful session, and I think you might have gone through all those comments that came up, and that was like overwhelming. And thank you so much for doing so. And it was a wonderful session, and it was also agreed by all of these people who have joined here. So thank you everyone for being a wonderful participant. And I think, okay, do you want to take any questions, or are there any questions? Okay, so okay, there are
Okay, is
some.
there any questions? Okay, let me stop sharing my screen.
Yes, sir.
And
So you can also
yes,
see.
okay. Yeah, any questions there? I'm looking at the chat box, and also would like to listen to you if you have any questions.
So, yeah, someone says, like, I forgot to join the session and can summarize important things as I want to improve my English communication skills. Okay, that goes to the speaker. Okay, over to the speaker, so Satyatha. So you can just, quickly summarize what are those important tips, maybe tips or techniques, whatever it may be, to improve English communication skills. Over to you.
Okay. How
Okay,
much time
for
is
the
there?
late joinees,
Sorry, ma'am.
actually. Okay, just it will take no for the late joinees. Okay, so people might have joined late. Just quickly summarize. Probably you can just take 2 to 3 minutes.
Okay, wonderful. Okay, thank you very much for this question. Yeah, when it comes to learning English, to say some tips to you, I would like to know what exactly you are, what level you are in. That is very important. In this session, I have shared a lot of basic things because I found so many people stuck in the basic level, so they have the mindset, since they study English in school and college, so they know many words, they know basic English grammar, but still they have a lot of difficulties in communicating in English. So in this session, the other day and today, I have shared that the basic difficulties, the mental difficulties, the mind blockers, what people have, and what are the solutions. The simple basic solutions which would help them to improve in the to overcome the mind blockers. So, so quickly to say, there are many simple ways to overcome, to learn and to become better in English skills. And first one is that we have to concentrate on all the four areas of language skills: listening, speaking, reading, and writing. So most people give importance only to the higher level um, 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 skills of English, that is reading and writing. So but we need to focus, we need to practice a lot in listening and speaking. So these are the most fundamental parts of language, so which first of all required a lot of practice and development. Once there is considerable development in these two areas, and reading and writing will become more easy. And so that is my first suggestion. So follow the natural order, especially don't miss the first two parts, listening and speaking. And doing mistakes is very, very important. Only when we do, our brain can learn. Our brain can learn language only from the responses we get. See, for example, in a situation, I'm writing a letter to someone, or I'm communicating verbally to someone, but I'm not getting the response which I required from them, then my brain automatically works what I need to change. Where is the mistake? What is that I need to correct to communicate my thoughts, my ideas, my feelings. So, but when most people, what they do, they are not, explicitly trying it out. So if that is not happening, the brain will not have the chance, opportunity to learn. So our brain learns from the responses. Yes, in language learning, learning from the responses is the key. If you are very afraid of doing mistakes, then our brain will not have the opportunity to learn. So that is the another key thing. And I have recommended simple things like listen to listen for pleasure, listen for information. And I really seen improvement in reading loud, reading in front of mirror. So these techniques really help. And also aim high, right? So Dr. Sahid always says that, Dr. Abdul Kalam used to say this, uh, um, you know thinking or dreaming small is a sin. We should dream big. So when it comes to English also, we have to set a very high goal. So the highest goal in English is, clearing up the international English language testing exams like IELTS or Cambridge. IELTS, if you there are some advantages and disadvantages in IELTS and Cambridge, but when you prepare for these exams, it would really help you to improve your English to a very higher level, which you all know very well, which you all definitely agree with me. So, and have a good role model. So my role model is Dr. Soumya Swaminathan, scientist in WHO. And like that, you also have some role model, and then just follow them, and then have visualize them, visualize as you are also talking like them. So you know how having a role model works. So instead of just comparing yourself with an immediate, peer group, or where they also in the same level or lower than you or little higher than you, would not motivating you to learn English. Instead, so you have someone a very high role model, so that will helps you, that will give you the motivation to learn. So these were the some ideas I have shared during this session. So yeah, so if you would like to know more about it, so please contact me. So I'm really happy. I will be sharing more details. I'm also planning to make these methods as a videos in and put it in YouTube, and I will share the links to you all. So yeah, I hope I have answered, summarized this my ideas which I have shared it in the session. So any other important questions?
Okay. Thank you very much, Satya sir. There's nothing as of now, but any which ways, like I think people will be connecting to you personally if they wanted, and also it was a wonderful session as I already said, and thanks for that summarization because that helped people who joined late. So that was really very proactive that you did that. Thank you very much. All right, so now it's time for us to thank the speaker and for his time, for his content that he has delivered. So, ladies and gentlemen, so please give him a virtual round of applause and thank you very much, sir.
Thank you very much to all the participants, and thank you very much to Nandhini ma'am and 3G IRPS for this wonderful opportunity. Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. Wonderful. All right. So, ladies and gentlemen, we are having some important announcement again. I think, you might have heard some announcement in the beginning, but any which ways, like it's my duty to give the announcement again. All right. So, we have a lot of opportunities as, you might be knowing, like, being part of 3G, people might have known, like, what are the opportunities that we have. But any which ways, like, I also have the duty of, explaining what are all the opportunities that are there for people who have joined as just a webinar participant and not being part of 3G. So if you're not belonging to 3G family, then you're new to 3G. Obviously this is an important information for please pay attention to. So 3G has come up with internship opportunities and volunteership opportunities, and for which we wanted you to fill in an link that is it might be a small registration link wherein you just have to fill in that link in order to get into the shortlisting stuff. So that will be posted by our admin. So admin, can we have the link please? Yes, the internship link also will be posted here, and the volunteership link will also be posted here. So all you need to do is just have to go and check in that link. Okay, what are the activities that you might do when it comes to internship and volunteership? So that will be conducted in a separate session, that is an orientation session which will be conducted by our founder, Dr. Shahid Cholail. So let me also introduce our founder here at this moment. And I would also like to thank Dr. Shai Chalail, who is the founder and who is the brain behind this entire mission. So Mission 3G, founder, humanitarian, egalitarian, and global race awardee 2018. So you can also connect with him. But any which ways, we wanted all of you to go fill in this link if you are interested for the internship with the 3G. All right. So I would also like to introduce another leader of 3G, that is Dr. Maharaja Sivasubramanian. So Mission 3G advisor, blogger, coach, consultant, speaker, and trainer. And you can also connect with him on all the social medias. And this is like a very very niche platform where the students can explore a lot, because the students can learn and explore a lot. That is more important at this moment. And during this COVID era, we always wanted ourselves to be very safe and secure. In that way, we are giving them virtual internship. So it is not a physical internship, but rather you can just go for a virtual internship option. So it will be very very easy for people, for students especially, to attend from home. All right, so thank you very much. And also I would like to touch upon the important factor that is going to fall on October 31st and November 1st. All right, what is that? And that's Tamil Nadu Conference, Tamil Nadu's largest career guidance conference for the artificial intelligence and IR 4.0 era. So for which, I would request all of you to register, and people who have just joined, newly in the 3G family, and you're not, probably aware of what's happening here, then obviously this is for you. Please, pay attention to. So we are conducting Tamil Nadu's largest career guidance conference, digital conference for the artificial intelligence and IR 4.0 era, so which is a world book of record event. And also this is falling on October 31st and November 1st, and we have free registrations open. So in case you have come through someone, like a 3G volunteer or a 3G volunteer leader, okay, so whomsoever it is, like, if he or she is a 3G volunteer, definitely you can get the referral code from that particular person and go and register for the participation of this particular Tamil Nadu conference. Okay. So let me repeat, if you have joined through someone through 3G, okay, so that is 3G, he might be a 3G volunteer or he might be a 3G intern. Okay, so no matter what, you can just get the referral link and the code, especially the referral code, from that particular person, and get the registration done immediately. Or the other way is, I should say, like, the volunteers or the interns who who have joined this particular meeting. Probably you might know, who have joined under you, like, who have joined not under you, probably because of your invite. So few people might have joined newly, right? So you can go and send them your referral code, and they can register through your referral code, okay, for the as a participant for the Tamil Nadu's largest career guidance conference. Okay, so what is the rule here, or what is the criteria or prerequisite? There are nothing like that. So you can just go and register for free, and it is going to be absolutely free again. Okay, so you will also get three different certificates which I showed here. So you will also get a WPR certificate if at a nominal fee, so which will be communicated to you by the volunteer. Okay, so these are the perks that you can avail by being a participant. Okay, so you also make sure that you get all the information from the volunteer who has invited to you to this particular webinar. And in case you have come through any of the leaders like Dr. Shai Chulayil or Thamizharasan Karunakaran or Irfana or Kanaya Narang sir or Dr. Maharaja or myself. Okay, so if you have joined to this particular webinar through any of these people, then definitely you can take or you can just take my number, and you can just let me know, so that I can send you the registration link, and you can also register immediately to through that particular registration link. And I will also give the referral code of all these leaders. Or if possible, admin, can you please post the leaders code, so that people can quickly register even by now. So you can also put the registration link here. So participant registration link also can be given here in the comments. Yes. Wonderful. So participation registration link will be given here, and if you had come through any of the leaders, then probably their referral code also will be given. So you can just go and register with that particular referral code, whomsoever you have come through. Okay, that is very important. All right. So there are email IDs that are coming up. Okay. Okay, Sundari, I will definitely mail you. But then, what do you want me to mail? Is it the registration link that you wanted, or what is that? If it is registration link, and if you want to get yourself registered, then definitely that is coming up in next 1 or 2 minutes. Please hold on. Okay, so you can immediately register with that particular link. You don't have to get it in the mail, because that will be a too long process. But then you can just get it right here, so you can go and yeah, registration link. I got it, Sundari. Thank you so much. So you can go and register here, and we are going to send, our admin is going to send that immediately. Okay. All right. So Sundari, may I know, like, through whom have you come? Like, are you coming through some agency, or are you coming through some volunteer, or have you come through some volunteer? What is that like? I just wanted to know the status, so that accordingly you can use the referral code. Okay. In case you have come through a volunteer, 3G volunteer, then obviously you have to just go and ask that particular person. Social media, WhatsApp. All right. Okay. Mm, okay. So in that case, like, you can, yeah, you can use any of these codes, not a problem. So the links also can be sent. Okay, admin Vamsi, can you please send the registration link, direct registration link, or if you want, I can even share that. Not a problem. Okay. So in that case, like, you can quickly do a registration with any of the codes that are appearing there. Okay. So you can just quickly register, and this is going to be very simple and easy for everyone. Just, you're going to click this link and give any one of the codes. So the codes are given here, and again, let me post the code. Okay. So you can use any of these codes if you have come through any of these people, or if you have come through any of the volunteers, okay, any of the 3G volunteers, then you can go ahead. May I use your referral code? Yes, sure. Sundari, you can go ahead. Yes. Thank you. And thank you very much, everyone. So we are going to continue the social media marketing training, and for which, I request all the 3G volunteers and 3G leaders to remain here, and also others, if you would like to, continue, then probably you can remain here. So we are going to get started with social media marketing training. All right. How to become an influencer. So that's going to be the topic for today. All right. So I'm just giving 1 minute time wherein you can quickly let me know, like, who are those participants who are very new to this training today. That is SMM training, social media marketing training. You're very new to this training. In that case, like, probably you can say, so that the next probably 15 minutes, it's 8:11 now, I can take 15 minutes, and I can wind up by 9 o'clock sharp. Okay, I'll try to do that. And in the next 15 minutes will be a lot of learning for you if you are very new to this social media marketing training. All right, Mohammed, can I request you to reply to everyone and not private? Okay. Yeah. All of you can reply, whoever is very new to this meeting, that is the social media training, marketing training. You can just say that you're new. Okay, the people who are attending regularly, or the 3G family who are attending regularly, can say, like, can need not have to say anything, but then I would want the newcomers to first say whether you're new to this particular SMM training. Yeah. 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 Keep going. So let me just quickly have